Now imagine training the same algorithm and finding out that it's good at recognizing the dogs or cats you trained it on, but can't correctly identify new objects as cats or dogs. This is an example of an overfit model because it is too fit to the images it was trained on. Let's see this visualized below. You see that the algorithm was trained on that first dog you see with a woman hugging her husky. Aww. It was also trained on a cat that's out in the wilderness with some leaves near it in the sun, and that husky staring out into the sun as well. Now if you tested this algorithm, what you would find, because it was overfit, is that it correctly identified the cat in the wilderness, in the sunlight, and the husky looking out into the sun, because it was explicitly trained on both of these images. However, it wasn't trained on the cat with the glasses, and hence mislabeled it as a dog, since it had not seen it before. So overfitting is the idea that the algorithm is very good at understanding and identifying things that are identical to what it was trained on. Now the opposite of this would be an underfit model that did not learn to extract the features of dogs and cats it was trained on well enough to recognize those exact dogs and cats in the testing phase. As you might imagine, this model, instead of being overly specific to what it was exposed to in the training phase, is actually too general, and its conceptualization of what a cat or dog is a bit too generalized. That's why it ends up missing the cats and dogs it was originally trained on sometimes. The concept of overfitting and underfitting is a very important concept in machine learning, and your engineers will mention this while you work with them. If you don't understand why you think a model is overfit or underfit, or you don't understand the implications of this for your business goals, or what the model will or will not identify correctly, you should ask your engineers to explain this to you further. It could be vitally important to building a successful product. This concludes overfitting and underfitting. Next, we're going to understand the basics of how the data science loop works.